Also important, I think, is to set for yourself some visions that you have that are worth winning this battle. I don't know, your kids or things that are important for you, to put them ahead of you and say, I need to get there. I need to get there. This is what I love in life. Hello, my name is Jaco Pichon. I go by Jaco or Yaakov. Born in Tel Aviv to a Greek father, Spanish mother, multilingual since I was a kid. I feel like a citizen of the world. I live in LA for 36 years. My life before cancer diagnosis was kind of wonderful. I was acting, I was doing real estate, I was keeping myself busy, even though, weird enough, when I got diagnosed for cancer, I became happier in life. Since there were no more worries or things to accept anymore except from healing and keeping positive. So it was kind of a relief. For years, actually, I had GERD, which was like, acid reflux. I also had HC pylori, which later on I learned that can be a factor in cancer. So I was monitored every 3 years for the last 10 years, endoscopy and colonoscopy. I started feeling really acid in my stomach, and I was not due for another endoscopy, colonoscopy for another 6 months, but I called my gastro and I said, hey, I'm not feeling well. He said, so let's do the endoscopy, colonoscopy next week. When I was done with my endoscopy, my gastroenterologist said, we found an ulcer in your stomach. And I took some biopsies, and 5 days later he called me and he asked me if I'm sitting down. That already didn't sound good. Yeah. So I sat down and he gave me the bad news. He said, hey, you're gonna need to remove your stomach. They figured out that I'm stage 3, localized in my stomach. The first thing they prescribe is 4 cycles of chemotherapy, and they tell me after the chemotherapy, which was a flawed chemotherapy, you're gonna wait a month and you're gonna go for total gastrectomy. I go through the 4 cycles, which were hell, were difficult. That in between the surgery and the last session of my chemotherapy, I'm gonna go and enjoy Greece, which is my favorite place, my father's birthplace. I was supposed to do the surgery like a month after the chemo. I prolonged it a little bit more, drinking ouzo and eating moussaka in Greece. And when I came back, I got to my surgery, all prepared mentally and physically. And as I wake up from anesthesia, thinking to myself, probably my stomach was removed and I'm on the way to recovery. And then my doctor's assistant comes over to my bed and tells me, sorry, Mr. Pichon, but as the doctor got in, he found out that you have metastasis to your peritoneum. So we decided to abort your surgery, and you're no more stage 3, you're stage 4 now. And that was a complete blow. I mean, I'm a positive guy, and I always keep smiling and everything. Basically, I climbed this mountain of preparing myself and being so ready, but that was for me like falling from a cliff. Everything looked lost for me, like I missed my chance, the train has already left. So I said, I'm going to change a little course, going to get second opinions, and went to Dr. Wu, and she said, okay, first of all, you're gonna go for another round of chemos, and this time it's Flofox. I'm on my 3rd cycle right now, and then we're gonna see if we can, you could be a candidate again for gastrectomy. And here I am on my 3rd cycle, and Dr. Wu set me a surgery date, December 4th. I'm excited about that. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm a little smarter these days after all my experience. But I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful that she can remove my stomach and deal with my peritoneum later or at the same time when she gets in. And to my understanding, it's either going to be dealt right there with IPAC or either going to be dealt later with IPAC. She also mentioned that she might be able to resect the little spots that I have on my peritoneum. But at least I feel hopeful and I feel I'm in good hands. And I got so much information from Hope for Stomach Cancer, going on the chats that happen on Hope for Stomach Cancer, and listening to some people that have really a lot of experience, including Aki, but some other patients as well. I feel much more knowledgeable now and I feel like I'm in good hands. So I suggest always do your own research, and do your own research from legitimate places. Of course, don't go on TikTok and do your research, but do your research really methodically well, so you can find the best options for you and find support. People tell me that I inspire them because I'm positive. I'm not even trying to do so. This is my way of life. But I'm saying, really, be positive. Do your best to gather your forces of positivity to be by you, because it helps. I don't know what percentage is, but it's a good percentage of your process of healing to keep that smile on your face and be grateful for every day.